Yeah, for personal preference, swords are really nice, but it's kind of boring for the viewer's pleasure. I also really like bombs, just because yes, they don't have to farm the bomb, but also there's a lot of cool strategies involving the bomb start, and it's also can be quite difficult. We got a really quick map check right away, and I think I saw a blue pendant on Eastern and then blue crystals on the two others. Does that sound right to you?
I cannot confirm nor deny the other two crystals, but I can confirm the blue pendant in Eastern.
Well, the minutes, please take note on what my co-caster has confirmed, and we will have the hammer. And yeah, by the way, apologies for anyone waiting for this for a while. There were a slight delay from Speed Gaming, but it's all good, and we're all on schedule. Well, not on schedule, but it doesn't really matter. We're fine. And I'm so glad they found the hammer now and not like the sword in that chest, because that's like the worst feeling when you find one weapon and you just get another weapon right away. This means though that they will have to farm for bombs. So we see both of them killing some guards to try and get some bombs dropping for that back of escape. So each type of enemy in this game will drop a certain number or certain types of items, and we see that the green guards will drop bombs eventually. So that if they keep killing those, they will get bombs.
We found the map in this first chest, which means that the only non-guaranteed item, well, yeah, is wait. That's really weird pronunciation for me. I'm sorry. The only dungeon item we still have left to find is the small key, which is guaranteed to be before the back of escape checks.
Indeed. So this. Oh, and there it is. So the sanctuary chest will be opened this time, as the map has already been found. Now the hammer, that is a really nice early find. Has tempered sword damage, makes it so easy to deal with the purple guards, deal with that chainmail dude. I don't know what we call him. What do we call the guy that guards Zelda's cell?
Ball and chain guard.
Oh, that was much easier to say than I thought. Yeah, only two little bonks in the head with a hammer and he's dead. Don't try this at home, folks.
And we find the first glove upgrade, the normal gloves.
Yes. Ball and chain guy, thank you. And gloves is going to be really nice, which means that Gem might actually not hunt for bombs anymore, because he won't check back of escape as he is escaping, but as soon as he finds a bomb, he can come back and check it quite easily. So, yeah, we may not see him hunt anymore, because it does lose you quite a bit of time to continuously kill the enemies in escape.
And finding the glove upgrade and having hammer on Uncle means that we are so close to getting Dark World access already.
Indeed. And of course we're hoping that the Moon Pearl will be on Pyramid Ledge, so they still have to kill Aga. Because I'm an evil human being.
Or if you want them to do Aga, you could also hope for Lumberjack Ledge.
I don't think Lumberjack... Well, yeah, if there's something else there. Moon Pearl can't be there, because they can't run around without the Moon Pearl. But yes, something important could be there. Like a bomb upgrade. Ooh.
Very, very important.
Yes. I would like to do a cast one time where I get most hype for the least hype items and vice versa, but probably not right now.
Without that bomb upgrade, how else are you going to be the bomb?
That's right, see? You get it. Oh, and he got the full magic refill, which he's gonna promptly ignore, as he doesn't really have any items to get use magic with, I suppose. Oh, Chex is taking it though.
And Jam got a bomb.
The way it said that, it sounded like he got it for his birthday or something, which would have been cool, you know. That's what I want to have for my birthday.
Happy birthday, Jam!
Here's a bomb for you. All right, so we're gonna get the almost a double rat kill, but he only needs to kill one of them to find that key. Now it is unfortunate for the rat to have swallowed the key, so it is actually kind of nice of him to get it out of his stomach, but it does kill the rat in the process, unfortunately. Oh, lots of money. This is quite nice. This is gonna make some Kakariko checks. Oh wow, this is like my first Kakariko check set right here in the back of his cape.
The only thing we're missing is a bottle and flute.
Yes.
For the perfect
And a sense of
Kakariko.
and a sense of purpose in life. But apart from that, we got everything we need. So let's see what the Sankheart chest has for us. Oh, it's a bomb upgrade! Look at that!
We can finally beat the bomb.
And we probably won't have to do Lumberjack Cave anymore now.
We'll just blow up that little wall that holds the item and we're done.
So, it's gonna be interesting to see how they route this. The old meta was to check Lumberjack Cave right away, but Gem seems to be not doing that, while Chex will. So it's a little bit of divergence here.
One is going for some guaranteed knowledge, and the other is like, yeah, not needed right now.
Yeah. I see a lot of runners waiting till they have like the boots to check Lumberjack Cave, which is understandable. On the other hand, with all the sequence breaking a lot of these guys do, it might be interesting to know of it, since you may never find the boots even though the seed wants you to.
And just a big piece of heart on the Lumberjack ledge.
It's nice to have some love in their lives. May get them that purpose we were talking about. Also, shout out to everyone subbing. I think we had 2 subs already. Awesome. Supporting this great community of speed gaming. Oh, there's a bomb there. Gem with the knowledge. Didn't even know that.
And we are getting 5 item locations right here in Blind's hut.
Yes, it's time to steal from Blind. He kidnapped a girl, so it's just payback time, basically. Oh, another sub. Thank you, Delta Function. Oh, and you have a great nickname, sir. You are my statistical distribution. Ah, almost worked. We get a Fisher-Price shield in the basement. There's a Blind just, holding his toy shield that he got from Toys R Us.
And we are going to drop into the well. Don't fall into a well if you don't feel well.
Oh, that's why the blind man fell into a well. You couldn't see that well. Alright, sorry about that. Gem now has Zora money, which he will promptly lose to the bottle vendor. Speaking of bottle vendors, here's a bottle, so we can check Sick Kid.
Almost the perfect Kakariko.
Yes, just need a flute here. Actually, if they get flute from bottle vendor, that's perfect.
Ah.
Just as good. It's an arrow capacity upgrade. Now they can throw more arrows at people. They can't shoot them yet. They need that bow, but... Hey, speaking of! It's like a reverse commentary curse right here. There we go. Now they only have to... See, they got the arrow capacity upgrade, and now they got the bow to shoot them with.
And Gem going to be on the safe side, picking up some, or buying rather, some bombs.
Yes. So this is almost the full Kakariko clear. We just need the flute. Well, technically, the powder would be nice too since they have the hammer, but we can't ask for too much.
It's either the hammer or the flute right now. And it's neither.
Indeed. So, we're gonna keep going south, check library, race game, and then probably South Shore. They haven't really gotten anything to send them in any other direction. South Shore is the most item-dense location after Kakariko Village. Oh, did you see that library? That was fast.
From what I saw, it was a quiver upgrade.
Okay, that shouldn't be too important. Oh, and Gem actually blind going race game, which is interesting considering they did find quite a lot of items in Kakariko.
Eastern Palace is full clearable right now.
Well, technically. Oh yeah, sure. They can do dark rooms.
I mean, if you get into the top 64 without being able to do dark rooms, you'd have to get lamp early a lot of the times.
Well, if that was the case, then I would be in the top 64, and I'm not. So yeah. And yes, Zora is available because yeah, they're probably gonna fake flipper. No, they don't have the Moon Pearl though. They might fake flipper anyway because they have enough money, so they can check Hobo. Almost called him Lobo, but his name isn't Hobo. Who is a hobo? Man, we need to give that guy a name. It's kind of rude to keep calling him a hobo.
The guy that lives beneath the bridge.
Yeah, it's always interesting when he gives you bombs. Like, wait, why are you having bombs under a bridge? What are you planning? Jake, I like Jake. We can call him Jake. Jake the hobo. I mean, we weren't supposed to label him. Oh, wet mirror!
That's not really useful. It probably has a lot of moisture on top of it, and thus making it hard to see your reflection.
Indeed.
Or you are a vampire and doesn't matter as you can't see your reflection either way.
You have many good points, demons. Now, can demons see their own reflection? What is your experience as a demon?
I can see my teeth.
Okay, but that's it. Those like only teeth. That would be great if you could like only see teeth and nothing else. That would be kind of creepy, actually. Well, you could brush your teeth at least. Oh, the sword though, very nice. Oh, very clean shooting from Chex. I like it when they only have the bow. You get to see some archery skills. So Gem's gonna keep going. He's probably gonna check Ice Road Cave. The big question is, will he be sequence breaking and doing some fake flipperage when he doesn't have the Moon Pearl? Well, if he had the Moon Pearl, he probably wouldn't even be going here, since he has Dark World access then. Also, Gem's gotta be super careful there. One hit from these guys and he's dead. It might even be worth it to use the red potion just... Oh, he's not gonna do that. So just a piece of heart. And he's out. Did he even pick that up, technically? I guess he did. So Gem... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We'll probably get a... wait, no, not a Hype Cave check. Well, I thought we were getting a Hype Cave check, but we aren't.
Well, he can't. They don't have the Moon Pearl.
You're totally right.
So, see, I know a little bit of Rando after all. Oh, where's... Oh, I think Chex is sequence breaking the mountain. He has hammer and mirror. He can do all of the Light World mountain. He can even dip Hera. He can't do the basement if he has to. He doesn't have any light source. But this is going to be an interesting little diversion we got going on here. This means that Lamp or something or Moon Pearl will have to be... Oh, well, never mind. There it is. I should just keep talking about items so they just show up. So Gem not going into Eastern after finding the moon pearl, probably gonna go straight to Hype Cave.
Are we now going to get a Hype Cave check? I do believe so.
Yes. See, again, we're just talking about things and it happens, even if it's not in logic or makes any sense.
And we got the second boomerang, the red boomerang, from the old guy.
The best boomerang. Also, we have green pendant in Mire, the other pendant in Turtle Rock. Wow, this is a nice seed. Well, maybe. So the pendants are in the dungeons you don't want to go to, if you can avoid them. Mire and Turtle Rock, both long and horrible dungeons. But since, yeah, I was like, Gem, I don't think that bomb's gonna hit. But since they are pendant dungeons, they may carry progression.
And it's always dependent on the pendant.
So something was okay. So okay, hang on. Ether, $100, and a heart piece. Okay, so that's like 2 out of 10 hype. Ether might be required. Chex found something up there. Oh, flippers! That's what he found. So that's sequence broken flippers with Zora money. That's always nice. And there was also the cape on the Spectacle Rock, which could also open progression. You have the bumper cave. Well, you don't need Aga, but bumper cave.
So nice to see that bomb jump from inside Spectacle Rock to the outside. You just slide along the wall.
So yeah, Chex does not have that moon pearl, so it's gonna be a bunny for a while. So Gem's gonna do a pyramid check, while Chex is gonna head into Tower of Hera. And I don't think Gem has sequence broken anything. Yeah, he never went into Eastern, so he's completely following logic, while Chex has gotten flippers and the cape off logic. Which means that lamp or flute has to be around here somewhere. Well, for Gem, not for Chex. He's already past that.
Or it has to be around. Well, no, it could be almost anywhere right now.
Yes. Now with that moon pearl, you know, all the village of outcasts, thieves down, and they have the mirror, so a bunch of places open up. Graveyard Ledge, all sorts of places really. Skull Woods, yeah. But Chex, at least he didn't have to go to the basement to get the big key, so he can keep climbing Hera, and he can at least kill the boss. I haven't counted items yet. Oh, he's so close to dying though. You have a red potion, use it. Chex is like, nope, I can get by 1 heart at a time. Oh, he's setting up a tricky bomb jump, but he got it.
Let's see if logically Palace of Darkness is bow locked. Doesn't matter, we have bow, but still.
Yeah, it's always interesting. So far, it's not. Oh, Chex did open up this so he can just pick up all his hearts there. Very nice play for him. So this might be a sequence break coming up from Gem because he will probably do some dark rooms here, which is, of course, totally fine at this level. Although slightly tricky when you only have the green mail and not that many hearts. Oh, and Chex falls down from Troll Dorm.
Let's see if we get a key for a key on Gem's side.
Yeah, that's usually the case, but sometimes it's not. He hasn't done right side, so we would know if he had done right side. But yeah, it's a key for a key. Oh, so Chex is about to maybe beat Trolldom. Can he do it? He's chasing that tail. There we go. Meanwhile, was that another key down there on in the basement?
It was not. We only have 1 key right now.
Alright, then I was unable to get what it was. Watching the Trolldom fight. Gem's like, I don't want to kill these guys, I'm just gonna take some damage. He's a pacifist. So, alright, it's hard to watch both streams at the same time. Is there an item down in Hera Basement? I don't remember. I wasn't counting how many he found. I think he found two. I think he found... I know he found like a bomb upgrade or something, and I think he maybe also found like... yeah, he found both items. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Thank you, chat. Thought Jem was actually gonna just mirror from there, but he's gonna maneuver around without the boots. Oh, well, that kind of works, I think. There we go. Did he fall down there on purpose?
Yes, I've seen that strat a lot of times. It's always fun to see.
Yeah, it looks like they're just being sloppy, but it's actually a very good strat. Another subscriber, man, they're just piling on. Keep it coming, guys. I was like, I wish it was my channel. Alright, but still, it's a very important channel, and it is a good cause. So we're gonna get, since we... Oh, blue mail. I was about to say, since we can't see much from that side, we could see a little bit, but we're gonna get, that... I can't talk. That east side Death Mountain Light World check. There we go, and he finds... I still can't talk. A fetch quest. There we go. So just a lot of love in this part of Death Mountain, and not much progression really. The only thing he got away from there was, well, he got the flippers. Those, it was actually the spectacle rock that had most progression there. And we know flippers are required since Swamp is a required dungeon, as well as Ice Palace.
Oh, Fire Rod and the Dark Maze in Palace of Darkness, bottom right hand side.
Ooh, that's a very sequence broken Fire Rod, but it's gonna be... It's so good to find Fire Rod because it's gonna make the basement when he goes to Helmasaur a lot easier. And of course, it is a progression item.
So this also means that Lamp cannot be in Skull Woods or Desert Palace behind on Land Molas.
Yes, that is correct. Lamp has to be somewhat available. And we'll probably never find it. I like the little push the statue as you move along strat from Gem there. That was cute. Oh, Gem would do. Oh, and Hobo had the boots. Sorry, I completely missed that. I feel like a great caster today. Yeah, he doesn't need boots. You can't run much around on that little island. If you have to go somewhere, you have to swim. So, it's understandable that he gives those boots away, actually.
Well, now he gets cold feet.
Oh. Maybe he's not gonna bomb that bridge after all, then. So, we're gonna have Chex go for the Zora check. Following the sequence broken flippers. Which means that this can't really have Lamp or anything like that. Is Pet alive? Is an interesting question. What do we say to that? Can something be on pedestal?
Smyra can't be, we can't have Ice Rod on it. Lamp, logically. Titan Smiths.
There's not a lot of stuff that can be there because how many items you need to clear those two pendant dungeons. Yeah, Zora is in play. Wait, I did miss. I'm missing every single item today. What was on Zora? I don't think anything. Okay, they're just talking about how Flute could maybe be on pedestal. It can't. But okay, yeah, there we go. I thought suddenly Flute was on Zora and I missed something. I should stop reading chat too much. Hookshot can be on pedestal, I think. Yes, Hookshot
can be on pedestal.
Yes. But Book doesn't open up too many things if you can already clear all those other dungeons. So Chex is gonna try and go for his super speed. There we go. Is he gonna go into Eastern? No, he also... Oh, well, no, that's an interesting road to Eastern. No, he has the Hammer and Moon Pearl. He can go straight into Pod. Very interesting play from Chex. Very cool.
Also very on his toes about thinking about logic.
Alright, so Chex with that. Map check again. We've seen that before. Where does Gem go from here? That is the question. None of them has gone to the Village Outcast area. Why is he going... Can he... He can't do Swamp. He doesn't have the Flippers. And he doesn't have the Mitt, so it doesn't make sense to go this way. Where is he going? Oh, he doesn't have the boots either. That's right.
K45 and Stumpy. It's a word stinging game.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of weird routing, because I would think that he would go like up to Kakariko. I mean, Village Outcast first, and then do this on his way down. But that's fine, I suppose. It's not seen people route this way too much before. But I'm not gonna question Gem. He's a way better runner than I am. So the boots were at the boots were at Hobo. Yes. Oh, they could be on Sword on pedestal. The Master Sword could be on pedestal. Ooh, and then the rest of the swords would like... Well, they can't really be locked too much away because they can still enter Ganon's tower. So yeah, actually, they could be a sword on pedestal, but it's going to be really hard for that to be like the only other sword locked away from these guys. We're not going... Sorry, go ahead.
That would basically mean that the other two swords had to be in Ganon's tower or something.
Yeah, but they still would have access to Ganon's tower, even if Sword was on pedestal, because you don't need the peds to access Ganon's tower, so like it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, okay, so Gem did the race game too, but okay. Oh yeah, alright, I see his logic here. It's gonna go back through Kakariko Village and then find the other portal. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. It's a very interesting route. I'm not used to seeing this one. Now, Chex is gonna have a little bit of a better time in Pod, seeing that he does have the boots, but he will still need to do Dark Rooms. If the book is on pedestal and there's a sword on each tablet, or something stupid like that. But that is some insane, crazy RNG. So even though Chex had the boots, he's actually going for the mirror strategy instead of the bunk back strategy. Interesting. Meanwhile, Gem is not going to go to Skullwoods. He's going to go to Village of Outcasts, potentially Thieves Town. He can full clear Thieves Town. He has the hammer, and it is a crystal dungeon. So it's always nice. So race game...
Oh, sorry. Go right ahead.
Alright, yeah, I was just going to say race game not giving him too much there, but we'll see where he goes from here.
And I just wanted to say to Chaos Lore 2 that Master Sword is also needed for the tablets, but chat got me on there as well.
Yeah, it's really hard for a caster to beat chat. They're like 1,131 people versus 2, so they usually get things right before we do. So this is going to be our first trip into Thieves Town. Well, at least in this seed. It's not going to be much different from the other trips, except the items have been moved around, in case you didn't know that was the gimmick of this game. So far, just a small key. Man, these boots, it's gonna take a while for Gem to find these, I think, because they were flippers locked, and flippers were on Death Mountain, and so far the only sequence breaking Gem's allowed himself to do is Dark Rooms. So, well, Death Mountain is only a Dark Room sequence break as well, come to think about it. But he has so much other stuff open now that it's gonna be a while before he gets those boots, which is gonna hurt him a little bit in the long run. And again, chat way ahead of me saying, of course he can fake flipper them, yes. On the other hand though, why would he fake flipper anything with these many locations? So it's still gonna be a while, but yeah, he might do the fake flipper Zora play before doing the Death Mountain play. Although Death Mountain is kind of tempting when you have hammer and mirror.
And of course, having the hammer already makes the Thieves' Town play a lot nicer, as you can full clear it in one go.
Indeed. That is always the worst feeling in the world when you have to go back into Thieves' Town for that one big chest and it has progression. So he's not going to be having that issue today. And neither will Chexhuman when he gets there.
And Gem got the God Pixel in the arm in the Hellway here. Oh wait, no, he moved. He almost got the God Pixel, but he moved, so I say it's God-like.
It's a godlike pixel. The thing though, it doesn't feel like a god pixel when you're not running, if you know what I mean. So that's why I wasn't really paying attention to it. But yes, it is very nice to be able to just stroll down the middle like a model going down a catwalk when you have all these enemies all around you. Maybe that's what this game is all about. Maybe Link is like a model trying out different outfits and just walking down incredibly difficult catwalks. What do you think?
Yeah.
It has to be true. It makes so much sense. All right, so yes, Chexhuman using his newfound fire rod to make this room a little bit easier. It's still a difficult room, man, even with light. And the blind in disguise princess just holding big 20 for us. A little bit of, you find the girl and you also find the treasure. The treasure, though, was kind of cheap today, but I guess it's fine. But we're gonna see the big key chest. Not the big key chest, the big chest. Only holding a little bit of love. And hammer strats on Helmasaur. This is quite tricky to find that hitbox, but he gets it. Only 3 or 4 hits I think you need with a hammer to kill Helma after the first phase, and he gets it quite nicely. And it's going to be rewarded with some bombs.
I know it's 2 slashes with the gold sword, so it's 2 spins with hammer. What? With the tempered sword, so I think it's 4 slashes.
Yes, and I was very worried there a second, thinking that I learned something that you could actually spin with the hammer. Like, wait, you can spin the hammer? But no, yes, slashes with the hammer. That would have been so cool if you could spin the hammer.
Well, you can spin the hammer, except not in this game. You can spin it in your hand, but not around you, in a twirl-like fashion.
So you can be like Thor, basically.
Well, you can't throw the hammer, and there's no lightning. I'm sorry. Well, either. Either and hammer combined.
We got this. We got this. But it was a very clean blind fight from Gem. We have to commend him for that. And he's going to check the C-shaped room and find nothing. So I think we're in this stage where they have quite a bit of progression, quite a lot of options available, and that usually makes it very hard to find more progression. But Gem is going to give us... he might check the bumper cave. No, he won't. Okay, that would have been interesting since Chex has the cape. He's just going to go straight to Graveyard Ledge. Oh, he's going to regret not doing this later when he finds the boots and the cape. So when Chex does this, he's going to be able to get all 4 item locations, while Gem only will get 1.
I think Gem will route from the right side here to the left, so he'll do Graveyard Ledge and then go check Bumper Cave.
Oh yeah, that might be true. That would be an interesting check. We're gonna have Catfish from Chex. He's already been to Zora, so he won't keep going here. But this is kind of an out of. Oh, I did Gem check Catfish.
I do not.
No, he did
believe
not,
so.
because here's the flute. Oh, what a horrible location for the flute.
Checked the right location for the checked flute.
Indeed, he did. I feel Chex is pulling ahead a little bit here. Just being a little bit more lucky with the sequence breaks and checks. Finding items that gives him mobility advantages. So why would the Catfish have a flute in his stomach?
An adventurer came to close.
Yeah, that could be true. Maybe he also is just very fond of music. Maybe Catfish are really good at playing the flute. Oh, was that a shovel on the bumper? I think that was a shovel. Do we have a fetch quest in a fetch quest? That would be wonderful.
Just gotta hope Chex makes the right checks.
Yes.
All
right.
We gotta keep these puns in check.
Oh man. Yes, we do. Whenever I want to say a pun and I kind of like stop halfway through because I already know it's gonna be horrible, that's when I know it's gonna be a good pun. Okay, so we got the. I love Gem's bomb jumping. He's got some insanely quick and cool setups. And unfortunately, that bomb drop only rewarded him with a map. But maybe it's a treasure map.
It's the map for the bomb jumps.
Yes, that's why he's so good at them.
He just found the next one, which he will do.
All right. So and the oh wow, going through so much trouble for map and compass. It's not a good feeling. So Chex is gonna get his Ether Medallion and be thoroughly disappointed in Hype Cave again.
Be thoroughly disappointed.
Oh wow, yes. So Gem can finish Skull, and Skull is Crystal. So Gem will finish Skull. What a great thought train of logic right there. Ooh, I'm so smart.
And Skull Woods is also one of the 5-6 crystals, which Fifth Town was also, so we can get 2 more items.
Wow, that's very rare you get the 5-6 crystals this early. Those are like the best dungeons to have them in it, unless it's like Light World dungeons.
Those are a lot of checks.
So no items at all. No, I take that. Did he find one? It's 0 or 1 item in Skullwood so far. So I think most of the items are in the back.
Will it be the item we will call the gem?
Indeed. Alright, so we're gonna have the... Well, we already know the race game. It was like 20 rupees. Oh, we could... No, I was gonna say we could get a ped check, but it doesn't have the book. So he could look at the pedestal, but he can't actually check it. So we're gonna have a fighter sword Mothula. Oh, it might actually be a hammer. The hammer moth fight is tricky, but it's not as horrible as it seems. So at this level, it's totally doable.
We also have Fire Rod, so Fire Rod Mothula is also really handy.
Yeah, the only problem is that by the time you get to Mothula, you usually don't have a lot of magic left. But he has a little bit, so he can do a couple of shots off. Oh, and the anthem has been played. And Swagduck is out. Chex has a lot of mobility right now. He has all of the mobility. Oh, and Gem cleans it up without dying. Whew. Very nice. So I think that is actually an item in the in that chest, in the back, in the basement, whatever we want to call that.
Time to put another check for checks. We can check the flute activated.
Yes, so Gem will go back in and he will look at this chest. And Chex is falling right behind. He's gonna go into Skullwoods himself and get nothing Well, we're about to find out. Actually, he's gonna get... No, nothing. Just 2 pieces of hearts there. And where does Gem go from here? I guess it's the sequence break to mountain. This basically puts the lamp in like Gina's cave or something.
We have the flute, so we have Death Mountain access and you.
Where was the flute again? Oh, it was catfish. So that one you don't need to sequence break that one. Yeah, no, you're right. So that also, yeah. So Death Mountain, but we know that the lamp isn't on Death Mountain, unless they find the myths in like Agina's cave, and then it's on Dark Death Mountain. Actually, it would have been good for both of these runners to do the back of Skull first, and they would have found both the heart pieces there, and they wouldn't have to do the front. So we're gonna see if Chex is gonna skip this first and just go straight to the left. And he won't. That would have saved him time. He will regret that later. But he did clear this room very nicely. This room is incredibly difficult to do well. You have the mirror, Chex.
Gem also about mirror in that room.
Yeah, he used the hand, I think, which is also quite nice.
I use my hand almost every day, so...
What I'm most curious about there are those days you don't use your hand. I guess you're just doing nothing that whole day. Alright, so Gem is gonna find his sequence broken flippers. Words come out eventually. And that will send him on his path to get his boots eventually. My commentator did not intend anything other than family friendliness with his comment. It's you guys who have dirty minds. Okay, so Shovel was in Bumper Cave. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I love seeing good gamers do this room that Chex is doing on the right here. It's such a tricky room to get right, and... Oh, don't be... Okay, he became a rabbit. Can he... Yeah, he can just open the door. Doesn't matter. He's a rabbit, and he doesn't care.
And he's rapid as well.
Yes. So we're gonna have Chex actually going for the Fighter Sword plus Fire Rod strats instead of the Hammer strats. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but it's gonna get a lot more easier hits off. And he's like, nope, never mind. We'll do Hammer now. And he's instantly... Oh, it's not regretting that. There we go. One more hit and I think he's done. Very nice. And Eldris, thank you for subscribing. We have had like at least 6 or 7 subscribers this stream. Very, very nice. Alright, so what do Chex... Well, Chex hasn't done Thieves Town. Alright, Chex hasn't done Thieves Town. So they're both doing what the other players have not. But we're kind of in no mode here, where we know what these players have and what they can and cannot do. And I guess... Well, actually, both Ice and Swamp is open after this, because of that Flipper Mirror combo. So, yeah. Oh, and Reskla is subscribing. Here we go.
We need Titansmiths for Ice Palace, and Swamp Palace isn't full clearable, but we can enter.
That's right, Hookshot and, yeah. Oh, but Chex will actually be able to get this shovel, and if that has an item, that would be hilarious. There's the shovel there, buddy, you gotta take it. He's like, oh, do I have to? I hate these birds. Not only those birds, I just hate birds in general. Alright, so we got Gem also taking a Troll Don't Fall. But man, these guys are just playing identical, it's just a little bit of a different order. And Kaljin, 85! You're kidding me, Kaljin 85. I'm Kanban 85, and my first name is Carl, so you're basically another nickname I could have chosen for myself. Thank you for subscribing. So Chex will I don't think he checked like bumper rocks or bumper whatever it's called and King's Tomb, so he'll be able to check all those locations over here. Oh, if he digs up the book or something, that'd be hilarious. Bonk rocks, thank you guys. I can't talk today. Oh, but Gem is gonna give us the Spike Cape check, which Chex has not done. And he has the cape, so it's... Oh yeah, that's one thing that the cape did unlock that I didn't even think about. Will he be able to do this, though? This is gonna be close. He doesn't have the boots. And the cape uses a lot of magic. Oh, this is gonna be really close. I think he's got it.
And we find our Master Sword in King's Tomb.
Well, that at least makes sense logically. He was buried with his sword.
And he's still our master.
Indeed. So Gem is gonna go and swim and get some boots from the hobo. Chex is gonna be very happy to find these 3 bombs in here. I can't even believe I remember that. So Star Wars, what's going on here is that these guys are playing some old game, and some jerk just moved all the items all around, so they're having a bit of a trouble playing it. I think that's a good summing up of what's going on. So this is the question. Well, Jex can dig. Well, no, it's Thief Stomp for Jex. Yeah, we'll have to hypothesize what Chex is gonna do after he's cleared out Village of Outcast.
I think Chex will probably do a Pyramid Fairy check.
Yes, and he can also actually do Desert, because he has the mirror and the flute. No, he can't. He doesn't have the mitts. I take that back. Yes, you're right with Pyramid. Let's stick with what you guys, what you say, and not what I say. It seems to be working better.
So we're sticking with Usain Bolt?
Yes, sure. So Chex is gonna go this way into Thieves. Oh yeah, he hasn't done the chess game. I was like, where is he going? Man,
And
even the...
we are losing $10 on this.
Yeah, oh, is it only 30 to play it? I thought it was like 50 or something. I'm not as big as a gambler as the others. It's a pretty bad gamble game for the guy working there, though, because you usually gain more money than you spend. Gem is not too impressed with those bombs. 500 rupees for 3 bombs. That's some expensive bombs. Alright, so Gem now is gonna be interesting to see where he goes. Well, okay, he's gonna do the Bonk Rock stuff checks, but this is kind of awkward for him because he can't do King's Tomb now where we know the Master Sword. He's gonna have to go back into Dark World for that. And now that he has the cape, he's gonna go back into Bumper Ledge as well to get that shovel, which is not very tempting. You really don't want to go out of your way to get a shovel. Oh, and he hasn't checked Lumberjack either, which was just a heart or something. Yeah, just a big heart. Might even be the Sank heart.
We may never know.
That is a good assessment. I don't think these guys are gonna do the Aga one. Let's see if we can find a god. No, that's not a god pixel. I already know that's not it. Because my eyes are good. But he still cleared that room very efficiently. So yeah, Gem is gonna have... One interesting question is, when will Gem go to Catfish? And why is he going back up to Death Mountain? Didn't he just clear it?
East Death Mountain.
Oh, he went to Spy Cave instead of East Death Mountain. Man, that's hard to say.
Try Dark East Death Mountain.
Man, it sounds like some sort of chocolate. Try the new Dark East Death Mountain. It melts on your tongue. Alright, so, sorry, I'm going off on tangents. We're seeing stuff that the other personnel has already checked here, so it's a little bit hard to get hyped for stuff that's not new, but we will soon have new stuff incoming. Once Gem is done with East Death Mountain, and once Chex is done with Thieves Town, they are both left to do things that we have not yet seen. Also, it's just a joy to watch these people run a game so well. Like, man. And like, one thing is, like, if you're running like NMG or something, you have like the same stuff you have to do every time, but they are doing this so well with rooms that they kind of have to make up on as they go, because they don't know exactly where they're going next. Oh yeah, and Gem very happy to see another fetch quest. Which turned out to be nothing. I think the mushroom was nothing, if I remember correctly. Oh, very nice. The bomb juggling while shooting the mini moldarms without losing the bomb there. So where does Gem go now? We can finally start to speculate. I guess Eastern is in play. No one has done Eastern. And... well, they have to sequence break the dark stuff, but they can get the pendant, which is not very tempting. He's probably gonna get the shovel and Kingston first, though.
Here is the second red crystal for Chex, so he can go ahead and clear Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. You keep mentioning it too. I should actually remember that. Pyramid Fairy is probably the next play they are going to do when they run out of items where the other one has already been. And we're actually probably going to see it right now. Chex also did the brother skip cave, and well, he found ether. We don't know if it's going to be required or not yet. No, where are you going, Chex? Is he going to Agina? No, he's gonna shovel. That is a weird shovel route. I don't know if that's the fastest way to go there.
I dig it.
Oh, wow. Well, let's see what it's gonna... And the double fetch quest leading to the epic 10 bomb upgrade. And now he's going to go to Agina, because there's nothing else he can do here. Agina before Eastern. That is a very interesting choice. And also before Pyramid Fairy. I guess you just want to get these one-off locations out of the way.
It is a Sphere 1 location.
Yes. Which means that if this like has a power glove upgrade or something, he could have had this a long time ago. They could have had those 20 rupees a long time ago. So please...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, please, Pyramid. No, you can't do Pyramid! Are we sure he can do Pyramid? Yes, he can do Pyramid. If our tracker has been correct, and he usually is, they can do Pyramid. But no, it's gonna be Eastern. Interesting. I'm also happy to see Eastern.
3 items over 2. I get why.
Yes. And the first puzzle to Pedestal. Although Pedestal is most likely nothing in the seed. It has to be some really weird constellations of items for Pedestal to be anything, considering what they have right now. But I guess we talked about Hookshot could actually be there. I think that's about the only one.
And it looks like Gem is going towards his flute, towards Catfish.
Finally! Gem, apparently, according to chat, doesn't like catfish. And hopefully he will go there after this check. That mushroom did send him in this direction, though.
Please check Catfish, Gem.
Oh, and that portal. That is unfortunate. Oh,
Wow.
well, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Do you want to check the catfish? Okay, thank you. Alright, so far, no interesting items in Eastern. Just a bomb upgrade.
And Gem is on his way to be back in Logic.
Yes.
Which, for us, would be a logical choice.
Indeed. He's gonna save his proof of that theorem. He's like, I don't have to do this, set up this fast warp. I'm not gonna warp, probably. It doesn't have to be a catfish. Oh, wonderful. That flute doesn't really open up much for him, since he already sequence broke the Death Mountain and he doesn't have the Mets. So, he's gonna activate it, of course, but... Wait, did Chex get all his items? Or is he just not wanting to do that dark room? He's heading out of there at least. Where can that lamp be now? I guess it can be in Swamp. Yeah, lamp can be in Swamp. And I think that's where he's going. Yeah, I think he's going to Swamp, even though he doesn't have the hook shot. So, potential Swamp double dip might be required in the seed.
It's either, if it's in a dungeon progression right now, it's either Desert, Palace, or Swamp.
I'm just knocking myself in the head there. Of course he's going Pyramid Fair. You've been saying this like 5 times and I just keep forgetting it.
Will Gem be meeting him? No, he's going to check the shuffle spot.
He's gonna be digging it up. Finding some buried treasure. I'm trying to, what was oh yeah, it was buried treasure. It was a bomb capacity upgrade. Oh, he's gonna go for the glitch here and see if he gets it. Ah, he gets it. Very nice there from Chex. That's a difficult glitch to get. Well, I've never tried, but it looks difficult. Just being honest here, people. And Pyramid is nothing. I think a double dip to Swamp is required in this seed. Well, unless they find the hookshot in there.
Have we gotten a pyramid check yet?
Yes, they did. They have done the pyramid check. Yeah, Chex did the pyramid check. It was nothing in there. Oh, and Gem buying the wrong bombs. No, he's getting both at the same time, spending all his money.
No, I meant like on the side of the pyramid.
Oh yeah, yes, we have done that. I was not important. I don't remember what it was, but both of them has actually checked that.
Okay.
So Gem's setting up the same glitch. Let's see if he can get it. He needs to like not get slowed down on his way, and he gets it. Very nice. I think he's trying to take damage to start running, but he forgets to start running.
And we are getting a Swamp Palace play from Chexhuman right here.
They have done like almost the exact same thing in different orders, and Chex is ahead now. He's even dipped Eastern, which Gem has not done. And I don't think Gem's done anything Chex hasn't done.
The main part that Chex now has a lead is because of the boots and the flute earlier.
Yes. But where will Gem go from here? Will he also do this? I don't know what else there is. Well, he hasn't checked Agina and he hasn't checked Eastern, so he might do, yeah. He might do that first. He doesn't really want to... You really don't want to, what's it called? Dip. I just said it loudly when I remembered it. He doesn't want to dip Swamp. Because it might be a double dip, which anyone going to a party know that's not cool at all. Don't do that, guys. It's gross. But Chex might have to do it anyway. I'm trying to think, if there is nothing here, is there anywhere else we haven't been to?
Desert Palace.
Why we can't go in there? We don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
the
right.
mess. So, well, Gem is also gonna do the... Yeah, so Gem is basically just following suit now. So they were diverging quite a bit, and now they're just basically following each other's footsteps again, with Chex kind of been pulling slightly ahead from Gem. But if you look at the item tracker, I think they have the exact identically same items. Up until this chest right here, when Chex will get his hook shot. Or mitts, that also works.
So we can do Desert Palace now.
Yes! See? You were just... If you just waited for like 20 seconds, man. But that's what happened last time too. When you like said something like, oh, that's not in logic, and then it just became into logic. So you don't break the logic, it's just... You're just telling the game what to do.
I anticipate the logic.
There we go. Yeah, hookshot can still be on ped now. It's interesting that he left Swamp though, because there were a couple of other chests he could have checked there. They take a while, but it's a gamble. He will have to go back there at some time anyway, though. Oh, more clothing. So that's going to confirm my theory that this game is just a big catwalk from Link being the model. I'm sticking with that, guys. Oh, and it's E3 in Mire, which means he can dip it, but he can't complete it without the Cane of Samaria.
And logically the lamp. But who cares about the lamp?
Oh yeah, lamp. Where can that lamp? Well, since Mitz now is in logic, because Swamp was in logic. Oh wow, this lamp is elusive. If I would have played this seed, because I don't do dark rooms, that would have been horrible. And we're gonna do a full clear of ice. I like this. Lamp in ice, that is actually more often than not the case.
I've seen lamp and fire rod in Ice Palace sometime. That you had to use bombos to get it.
Do you have any good idea why Chex just skipped out on Desert? Trying to rack my brains around that. Maybe he wanted to combine it with Mire, but Mire is a pendant. He doesn't want to even do Mire. Weird. Oh, we're gonna have bomb strats here? Cool. Has he practiced bomb stratting? Oh, no way! That is so cool. I have seen the bomb strats for that other room, but that was an orchestra of bombing. That was beautiful. Chex knows how to throw a bomb. Let's just put it that way. Or maybe not, but... Oh, Gem is actually full clearing Eastern. Maybe there is an item left in here. I make base, then defense it. Special tactics. Okay, so finally finding a torch so he can kill this guard. Gem is not too happy with how that guard behaved. We're gonna get a bomb jump here from Chex. He doesn't have the cane, so he really... Oh, that's not the good position he wants to move. Ah, you can see him failing in slow motion. There we go. That's a good pixel. He got it now. That's one bomb jump I actually know how to do.
I do that one mostly on luck. I just move around until it works.
I will put any StarCraft reference I can in this game if I have to. Another nice bomb setup there, although a little bit more familiar. So we're gonna have the... not the Stalfos Knights. Well, by the time I remember the name of this enemy, he's already completed the what you might call it, the fight. And there was another item left in there. It was 300 rupees. So there is... That is going to be in backs of Chex's mind if he can't find progression anywhere else. So I think Gem is gonna follow suit now and dip into the swamp. That's basically the only thing left, and he's gonna get his mitts and might be continuing. Well, yeah. So actually, this Ice Palace clear may be out of logic, depending on if Colster has a small key or not. Ooh, Bombos. I don't think they need that for anything. Well, maybe to dip Turtle Rock. Mire was Ether. But it's good to have. Looks like you have Turbo. That's always cool. He doesn't have the hook shot, and he has the big key, so he's gonna have to bomb the floor. We don't see this too often. I love Lamp. Ooh, another small key. This Cold Stare may be in logic. Did he do Ice Tea Room? Do you remember?
I think he did, but I'm not too certain on it, as I don't remember which one Ice Tea Room is exactly.
I'm gonna think he didn't, since he's going there now. Well, I hope he didn't, or else he's wasting his time. I'm actually... Oh, no, you don't want to... I was gonna say, I'm actually interested in how he does his room, because I always fail with that anti-fairy blocking me all the time, but then he failed too, so... We'll see if we can learn from Gem instead. So he's found at least 2 items in here, and I think that's the 3rd one. Which means that Cold Stare will... Well, actually, he may not have a small key, he may have a map or compass, so that means this might still be in logic. Although it doesn't really matter at this point, since he found all the items.
And Gem on his way towards his Titan's Myths. Let's see if he decides to full clear the dungeon now that he's in it. Either way.
Well, he can't full clear it, but he can do left side.
True.
Unless he finds the hook shot in the left side, that would actually maybe put him a little bit ahead again. Well, at least even things up a little bit more. But he is going to give us the treat of more swamp. Who doesn't like some swamp? And also, since Chex found Bombos, this is going to make this fight a little bit easier. Yep.
If hookshot is French vanilla, that would just be awesome for Jam.
That would be. There are so many horrible places the hookshot can be in this sea. It can be like on Laser Bridge, it can be on Pedestal. Ugh.
And a very clean fight from Chex right there.
Indeed. And that means that Ice Palace was in logic. He didn't have to do the bomb jump to clear it, since Coldstare didn't have a small key. So, with the mitts in hand, he can go to Dark Death Mountain. He can do Jeremiah route. That's about it. So hopefully something is on those trips. Well, it has to be. Unless we have more progression here in Swamp. Oh yeah, and also Desert.
Let's see if Chex opts to do Desert or enter Mire, and looks like the second thing.
Why would he enter a pendant dungeon when he can clear a crystal one? That makes no sense in my head.
Let's see if Chet gets his way with the bird toss, or if it's something else that will happen.
Ah, no bird toss. I think Gem might feel behind doing this whole left side here now, but we'll see. Oh, the single arrow! Foreshadowing it by switching to his bow. Why is Chex doing a Meyer dip? Whatever. We'll see if it pays off. It's a gamble. I'm just baffled by it.
It's a 2 items, well, 3 items if you count the green pendant against 2 items and a crystal. So,
well, he can't. He can't even kill Vitris. He doesn't have Cane of Samaria. So, like, if you had the Cane, it would. I don't know. Well, then he would almost be in go mode. They don't even need. They probably don't need the Ice Rod. Well, they need Hookshot and Cane, I think, for go mode now. And technically Lamp and Silvers, but they can do without.
And Gem is making the desert play right here. Let's see which one pays off more.
Not to be biased, but Gem is making the correct play here, while Chex is making an awful play. No, I'll be fine. I'll be quiet. Alright, so it is boots locked, but that's no problem for us. Or at least not for these runners. I'm not personally running. I avoid running at all costs.
And chat is pointing out that it's just Hookshot for the go mode, as gain is needed for Meyer and Turtle.
Oh, that's true. And we found the lamp, which was also technically needed for go mode, but none of them cares about that. But now at least we know where the lamp is. I'm always happy when we know where the lamp is.
So we've got light. We've got light to guide us.
Light in the end of the tunnel.
I wonder if the lantern is light, as it has light.
It would make sense that it is. It doesn't lighten our path. Okay, was that the second? That was the first item in Meyer.
But it does lighten the burden on our shoulders.
That it also does. At least for Gem. So Gem will be finishing. I think there's one more item. So on Landmoss.
And we are getting a vanilla big key chest location check.
There we go. You got the sentence.
What did I get sentenced to? What did I do wrong?
You got sentenced to the awesome house because your sentence was awesome. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna shut up. That was a horrible sentence. But your sentence was good. Alright, so we're gonna have the double cutscene experience. Ooh. This is Randomizer.
Shall we just cut this scene?
So both items in Meyer are heart pieces. Which means that this dip was unnecessary. And meanwhile, a fairly nice fight from Gem there. Woo, rewarded with the wrong cane.
At least it's not the wrong game.
Yes. Well, we don't know. Maybe they should be playing StarCraft instead. Who am I to judge? Alright, so, Gem, where do you go now? Oh, he hasn't done the checkerboard check. Well, but Check did the checkerboard check. Ugh, kill me.
Say that 3 times loud on stream.
I'm glad he went as well as it did the first time. I was surprised. Oh yeah, so yes. So Gem will probably do Eastside Death Mountain and or Jeremiah Tour. He's gonna start with Death Mountain. That's not Death Mountain. Oh, he hasn't gone to Ice. Oh, and we suddenly switched music. Alright. Why not? We learned the secret of entering a passage while fluting. All right.
Both.
So, oh yeah, we were like quiet for the longest time and then both talk at the same time. You go ahead, my good man.
Why, thank you, dear good sir. Both our runners are entering their respective second to last dungeon.
It's unfortunately going to be difficult for Gem to follow up this room after Chex did that one perfectly, but this is how it would go when a normal player plays the game, and it's still pretty good. It's way better than it would have gone if I played the game.
I'd have tried to use Ether, even though it doesn't work. If I remember correctly.
Oh, I thought Ether did kill those penguins. Or shark wings. No, crocodile wings. Whatever. Gator wings? There's something.
I don't think they're wings.
No, but they're like a mix. I'm not joking. They're like a mix between alligators and penguins, and they have like a name that is a mix between alligators and penguins. Because this game and enemies is retarded. I mean, stupid.
Beam gazers.
There we go. Gem going for the...
I didn't even look at chat, but chat said exactly the same thing. Nice.
There we go, making you look bad. Oh no, don't ask chat a question about what they want. We'll never hear the end of it. Alright, but this is a very good bomb setup here from Gem. And now Chex will probably go and check his East Death Mountain. Knowing that he's only a hookshot away from go mode. Man, can you imagine if they only find the red cane and not the hookshot and they have to start dipping Turtle Rock or something? Ooh.
Imagine the hookshot being on pedestal.
Yeah, that's still definitely possible. That would be a horrible John Lennon song, though. Imagine hookshot on pedestal. Yeah, that doesn't even add up in the syllables. Bringing all the tears. Alright, so we're gonna do the Jeremiah check first, and then we're gonna take East Death Mountain later, unless he finds a hookshot, of course.
Well, I think we're going towards East Death Mountain, anywho, if we find the hookshot as well.
Yes. That is a good point. So we're gonna do we're gonna do a little bit of item dashing 101 with Chex. This is the best place to practice item dashing, and it's the funnest little thing to open in the game too. Unfortunately, though, it's usually nothing much in here. And we are right again. So what will our friendly dwarf give us today? There is no shortage of dwarfs. Oh, can he not open the big chests? Oh, he's gonna go that way first. Ah, just some money.
And what will we have in our lunch today? What did Mom pack for us to eat?
Oh yeah, Link is not old enough to pack his own lunches. At least it's gonna be a quick check, thanks to the flute.
A quick check from Chex.
Indeed. I need to stop saying check for the rest of this run, just so you won't repeat that pun. I'll have to find all these alternative words. It's gonna be tricky, but I think I can do it.
So
right.
Whenever you refer to Chex, you'll just say human.
No, it's more like, oh, he's gonna open this chest. He's gonna inspect this location. He's going to not check anything. He will travel to the east side of Dark Death Mountain and discover what is in the chests in the Super Bunny Cave and the Hookshot Cave. No, well, one chest in Hookshot Cave. Thank you for the synonyms, Monk. I'm gonna need those. Oh no, it's a Thesaurus. So Gem fighting Cold Stare. Oh, he's very low on hearts. He's gotta be careful. I think he's got this though. There we go. There. Ooh. Oh, that was so close. Well, when you're a Link to the Past runner, you open Turtle Rock and you see that it's Quake. You feel good about yourself knowing you don't have Quake, so there's just really no way you can get in there anytime soon.
Thinking about it, Swamp Palace is a forced double dip in this seed.
Indeed it is. Oh, half magic. It's nice, but it's not what they're looking for. So Gem now, I think, is going to do Jeremiah. As their names start with the same two letters. You don't want to bonk into that thing.
Oh!
That is always the best thing ever. Hookshot in Hookshot Cave.
We have officially entered Go mode. Oh my lord. Oh
Yes,
my
we
God.
have. Haven't we? So now we have to go back to Swamp, and that's it. It's only Swamp left. But I think Gem will find this fairly quickly. I know Hookshot and Hookshot Cave is kind of trolly, but when it's like one of the last locations that are available, then it's not that bad. Chex should be really happy it was there though, because he might have gone back to Eastern since he skipped an item there. That would have been horrible for him.
And Chex went to the right location.
Michael pointing out something interesting. If, for some reason, the big key in Ganon's tower is in the right side of the basement, we are not in Go mode, because then we will need the cane.
Ta-da-da.
Yeah, cue X-File music. Oh, Gem is actually gonna return Jeremiah before hammering pegs.
Well, you don't want to do the hammered pack. You don't want to hammer those packs while hammered.
That, yes. Also, I just realized the sentence I said taken out of context would be really weird. Oh, he's not gonna hammer any pegs? Or did he already do it? Wait, what is he doing? Did he skip hammer pegs?
He already did.
Okay. I think I probably missed that then. Yeah, Chex is not gonna do left side now, so Chex is actually quite ahead of his opponent. Having skipped a couple of things there.
One thing, I've never ever seen Hookshot in that first chest of Hookshot Cave before.
Oh, you have?
I know it's possible, but now I have. But I've never seen it before today.
I actually played, there's a Link to the Past simulator that you can play on your browser. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I have.
And I played one today which had, I went through the simulator. I don't even know if I want to call that playing. And the hookshot was there in my simulator just like a couple hours ago.
Was Titansmith also in Swamp?
Yes.
Then you might have had the same seed.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about this seed. No, yeah, I don't think it was. And the chances of me having the same seed is astronomical. So yeah, no, that's probably didn't happen.
And Chex is about to enter his very last. Is just now entered his very last non-Ganon's Tower or something boss fight.
And we have to add the claws unless the key is on the right side. Oh, but Gem is gonna gain a little bit of time by skipping Paradox. No, not Paradox. That bunny cave. Will he look for anything else? No, he's in go mode.
And we also like to play a little game here on Speed Gaming with after the last dungeon has been cleared. guess your number between 1 and 22, we will follow Chexhuman's count. So good luck and good guesses.
Yes. Oh, and someone needs to start this game. Oh, someone did start this game. Oh, someone definitely did start this game. So, where do you think?
14,000 viewers. Probably 500 or something or more are guessing. It is between the number 1 and 22. If you guess correctly and you are a supporter of and you are subscribed to any of the speed gaming channels or have donated 250 bits or more to any of the channels, you are eligible to enter our leaderboard.
Someone is asking about that simulator I talked about, and I'll post it later when this game is over, so it doesn't get removed completely. Oh no, someone already did. Thank you, Count Extreme. Yes, so Chexhuman is heading out to Ganon's Tower. Keep those guesses coming. Where do you think it is, Demons?
Where was it in your simulator?
It was on the right side. Oh, I hope I'm right. It was in one of the last 4 chests on the right side.
If it's on the right side and you guess 0, well, I guess you're sorta correct.
Well, I guess the game keeps going on even if they have to exit the tower.
Yeah, on that note, we will stop the game and the guesses once Chexhuman enters the tower.
Indeed.
But even if Gem meanwhile finds the cane and gets the big key earlier, we will only follow Chex's count.
Okay. You got this logic. I trust in you, Demons. And we will need to stop this game quite soon, but I'm pretty sure our tracker's got that covered, as he started it as well. And he will go right side. Well, he will only check 2 chests because... Well, crap! He will only examine 2 chests because he doesn't have the cane. Oh yeah, so we did end the game. There we go. Alright, cool beans, cool beans. Alright, nothing on the torch.
Location number 3 was that. We're going to come up to 4 through 7.
Yes. Because 3 plus 4 is 7. The power of math prevails. Actually, if these guys were good at hovering, someone could have been... Oh, never mind.
There it is, number 4. And
there's the cane! That is actually pretty cool. Wow, all the conundrums resolved in this. This is almost a jet seed. Well, it wasn't a jet seed, but that was a pretty fast seed then.
And Kirito did enter it a bit earlier, but doesn't matter. Congratulations to E_Smoker for guessing for the fastest number 4.
I presume that is referring to his e-cigarette habits, but I'm not sure, and I won't be judging. Good job anyway, though, no matter what you smoke. So, these runners will probably keep looking for chests throughout, and they really want to get silvers and/or a tempered sword. Doing Ganon fight with only masters is no fun.
You'd need 24 spins in... Wait, 24 spins at the end, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's brutal. Well, it's a good thing they found half magic, at least. Makes that part a little bit easier. I think you were correct about the 24 spins. It is a number that is congruent with 12, at least. Very nice job from Chex in the gauntlet here, despite him only having masters and non-silvers. But yeah, this seed had so much potential in being horrible, and they just kind of handed the runners what they needed at the end there. Almost a little bit disappointed. Oh, almost a quick cycle there. Gem actually going back into Paradox Cave. Getting that half magic.
No, he went from the bottom, he took the bottom portal, so he came along it as he went up.
That makes sense. Oh, he's actually gonna do Hookshot Cave. He's gonna be looking for some more items to make things easier for him. If he finds the silvers here, that gives him a tiny edge. Ooh, Ice Rod, wow. No.
At least we can finish off Aghanim in style now.
I actually had to do Swaggin' Aghanim the other day playing a Plando. Actually, it was yesterday. And it wasn't that difficult, actually. Since I think he spins a little bit slower than he does with the sword, so in some ways it felt a little bit easier.
Jax just has to make sure he doesn't despawn GT, which he doesn't. Really nice.
Yes, that is really really cool strat right there with those torches. Very nice.
I've never seen that.
Can he find the silvers? Well, the book. Well, that opens. If Ice Rod and book, that opens up a whole world of pain with Kanos and Maria. Those silvers can be anywhere now.
We can read Ganon his rights now.
Yes. Mr. Dragmire, you have the rights to remain bacon.
We're gonna have some water. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We're gonna have some, I was gonna say we're gonna have some spin strats on Chex here, but no, he's gonna switch over to the hammer. Spin stratting in this fight is particularly tricky, since you have very little surface area to work with.
And a nice quick switch, as in this game you cannot switch per item if there's something on screen exploding.
And we have Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight confirmed, which means that although Chex is one gauntlet ahead of Gem, it's tricky to do that Ganon fight. He may fail it one, maybe even two times, which would put Gem back on pace. So nothing's over yet. Although this is Chex's game to lose.
That's a two-hitter.
Got 3 in total now for this geometry lesson. Maybe this is what I should do. I work as a math teacher. Maybe I should just have all my kids fight Ganon and Aga 2 all the time. But we are definitely getting towards the end of this run. And Chex will be the first one to enter the Ganon fight. And he will be facing the eligible bachelor, Mr. Ganondorf Dragmire. Oh, we're getting some cheese facts there. That fits well with the White Rod reference we had earlier.
And getting a nice bounce off of the trident.
Always a great feeling. So he's gonna need 12 spins per face. One cycling this is basically impossible, but he's probably gonna have a 2 cycle now. So this means that the is that a 3? Well, he's gonna probably be able to start. Yeah, I think he's already counted. So we're gonna have the fire bats coming now. And they are really good. If you use Stimpack on them, they're really good versus Zerglings. So, unfortunately, they weren't carried over to StarCraft 2.
And getting the nice location for Ganon to sit, as he can just sit in the corner, keep spinning for days.
Yes. Having the K-Pair makes this a little bit easier. And so far, he has not taken a lot of damage, which is also quite nice. And as I say that, he takes a lot of damage.
Well, I'm gonna say that Chex will not fall on Ganon.
No, don't jinx him, man. You just jinx him. If he falls, it's your fault now.
Oh, Turtle Rock out the arrows.
Oh wow, yeah, they're gonna be happy they never went for those. Oh, careful, Chex. Okay, he did it. All right. Ooh, that was not a. That is a difficult position to take a spin from without falling down.
One
You will
fall
never-
is all it takes.
Oh, shut up, demons. Well, at least you wanted to be close. I can give you credit for that. So you want to try and get 3 spins in per lantern, but it's not always possible. Sometimes you have to go safe and do 2. So this is a 3-1. There we go. Oh, it's stopping himself from the lantern there. Very nice. Chex got this, man. He's doing an excellent job. Oh, okay, still fine. Still fine. And we're getting close now. He's had a lot of spins. I don't know about you, but that's at least 10 spins.
He had at least 4 consecutive free spin hits on Ganon every lamp. And that's his next one. So wow.
Yes.
Really nice execution from Chex.
Indeed. He's although staying eerily close to the ledge. Ooh! But he's doing fine. As long as you move in the opposite direction and it's not Ganon pushing you, you are fine. And there we go, Chex. Taking down Ganon, and he's just gonna wait for that bridge to open to finish this race, and we're gonna get the official time very soon.
Put your GGs in chat for Chexhuman as he finishes with an official speed racing TV time of 1 hour, 37 minutes and 20 seconds. GG.
There we go. Indeed. And that was an excellent Ganon fight. And an excellent fight overall. I really wonder where those 2 other swords were. That's one thing we never got to see. But they could be in Mire, they could be in Turtle Rock, they could be many different places. Could be on Shahar for all we know. Ooh. Gem starting off with a little hug there, and Ganon doesn't want to have any of it. It is actually technically to have a draw. From what I understand, if the 2 runners finishes within 3 minutes of each other, that is a draw. But no, not 3 minutes. Was it 3 minutes? I don't remember exactly. Do you remember?
I do not. I'm sorry.
That's fine. There's something like that. Maybe someone in chat knows. But I don't think. I think this is more. I think. Oh no, it's 3 seconds. Sorry, 3 seconds. Yes, 3 seconds. Thank you. I was like 3 minutes. That sounds like. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a lot. And chat does know. Yes. I'm glad we have chat. Yes, 3 minutes would not be good. I agree.
And looks like Chex is ready for his interview. So let's pop him right in.
Yes.
Hello and GG Chex.
Are you with us, Chex?
Check, mic check.
Oh no.
GG.
GG indeed. Can you hear us fine?
Yes.
Alright. So that was some seed.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't too bad. Just the last couple items were slightly hard to find.
Right.
Actually, did you...
It doesn't stop the fact that I was nervous the whole time, so... Yeah,
Well,
it
you
wasn't
did.
so bad.
You did some excellent... We could not see that you were nervous. Man, that last Ganon fight was excellent. And speaking of, Gem unfortunately took a fall down there, so he's gonna have to re-enter that fight. But yeah, I was just actually wondering something. Did you know that you left an item behind in Eastern?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
have lamps, so I sort of assumed that it was more heavily blocked. I don't know.
Yeah. No, but that makes sense. You know, it's outside of logic, as you were. So, and it takes a while to get. It was 300 rupees if you're curious. It wasn't anything important. What I want to know is, I'm really wondering where those other 2 swords were, but they could be in so many different locations. We were theorizing all sorts of craziness when we were casting there, because that hook shot could be basically anywhere, right? Like
right,
if you had
could have been behind Kane, but no.
Yes. You were very lucky. It was actually kind of funny that, because we were also theorizing that the big key could be behind the cane, and then you find the big key right before you find the cane. So the game is kind of yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. All right, but yeah, congratulations on beating Jem. He is a formidable opponent, and that was a formidable display. Any thoughts about this race or about the seed?
I don't know. I feel like my mistakes were rewarded, which is like I was skipping chests when Ganon's Tower Big Key could have been blocked by the cane, and I sort of forgot about that issue. But
we saw Jem actually
matter.
checking a little more chests, like he did like the rest of Hookshot Cave and things like that.
Yeah, I should have at least done Hookshot Cave, but if I mean, I would have realized it eventually and just had to leave Ganon's Tower and go back to Hookshot Cave and something like that.
It was a reasonable gamble. There's not a lot of chests that are blocked by the hookshot in Ganon's Tower, so. And it paid off. What did you think about Shovel on the bumper ledge?
Oh yeah, that was a nice side quest.
Yes,
it was a 10 bomb upgrade, I think, at the dig spot.
That is correct. So it was Cape on Spectacle Rock into Shovel on Bumper Gate Ledge into nothing.
Right.
Always fun when the seeds does things like that. So you've had quite a hard way getting here. You worked your way through all the Swiss stages, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm even in brackets, because I was 2 and 2.
Really?
Worked my way up. Yep.
Well, that is impressive then. So you ended up 5-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not one of those who were able to get by with 4 wins. Okay, because a couple were able to do that as well. All right. So yeah, that is quite impressive. And now you're 1 up against Jem. How does that feel?
It's still anyone's match. I'll be just as tense next race as I was this one. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
Well, if you play this well, even when you're tense, you should be doing fine. But yeah, let's hope that will go well. Do you know when the next game is scheduled?
Tomorrow, same time.
All right.
Although we scheduled it a half an hour earlier, so we will see. Maybe it'll be an hour earlier or something.
Yeah, because this race
3.
was half an hour delayed. So yeah, that will be potentially an hour earlier tomorrow. And then we have GG to Jem as well, as he finishes his Ganon fight and finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour 43 minutes and 45 seconds. So spam those GGs in chats for Jem as well, as a formidable opponent for Chex. And we'll see if we can get Jem in here as well if he's interested in doing an interview. But while we wait for Jem to maybe show up, do you have any last words for your many new fans here, Chex?
Oh no, thanks for watching. Thanks for commentating.
And thank you for playing. An excellent seed. Oh, and yes, we do have Jem. We're gonna bring Jem in here. Hello, Jem and GG.
Hello, GG Chex.
GG.
All right. So, any initial thoughts about this seed, Jem?
This seed had like all the worst locations for me personally.
Oh yeah, the chat were telling stories of how you're not too fond of catfish.
Yep, catfish and Hooked Swamp. But I guess nobody's fond of Hooked Swamp, so.
Yeah, that's true. That swamp double dip required, and you unfortunately also did the left side check without the hook shot, which did not pay off. But such is the gambling nature of a randomizer.
Yeah, usually I'm an advocate for skipping left side swamp, but I don't know. At this point, I only needed hookshot, and I was like, all right, if it's here, that would be neat. If not,
Yes.
oh well.
We were saying that because at that time you were a little bit behind checks, not too much, but if you would have found like the red cane or the hook shot there, we would have like put you back into the edge, if that makes sense. But yeah, unfortunately, that didn't pay off. This seed had so much trolling potential that it didn't live up to, though, which we were kind of disappointed on as we were watching. Of course, the red cane would have been very interesting to find before the hook shot, for example.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Kane wouldn't show up.
That is completely understandable. It was actually kind of funny how it showed up in the same room as the big key in Ganon's tower was.
Yeah, that was nice. So I could use it for the Wizrobes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wizrobe's room without Kane sucks. Also, I have to hand it checks that one room in ice with the 2 bombs. Not the normal one, but the other one. That was... Have you practiced that?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty easy setup that I learned from Haiku Type and Toad Show.
That was thoroughly impressive.
You
had...
I mean, the first room?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had like a 2 bomb set up there too. That was very well executed.
Yeah, I messed it up. So I had to use like, what, 3 or 4 bombs?
Yes, we saw you were struggling slightly more with it, although it was still pretty good. Alright, so again, tomorrow around the same time, probably a little bit earlier, these guys will be playing game 2. This race is not over yet. Chex won the first game, but first match, I guess we could say, but the whole game isn't over, or vice versa. Any last words before we close out the stream?
GG, and thanks for commentating, thanks for tracking, thanks for restreaming.
And thank you both for giving us an excellent race. I think we're going to leave you with that. Thanks to the tracker as well and my co-commentator Demons for joining with me today. And make sure to keep following Speed Gaming for more Link to the Past action.